Hi everyone, my name is Lucy and this is Memory Keeper Journals. Hope you are all doing well and you are ready to craft with me. I decided today that I wanted to upcycle some of these paper bags that I have and create a new folder. I know I haven't been around in a while. I believe the last video I made was about a month ago. And as you know, I deal with chronic illness, so I was pretty ill and was not able to craft or do anything. So now I'm back and I am trying to get caught up on all of these journals that I'm almost done with. And I will be showing you flip through pretty soon. But in the meantime, right now what I'm trying to do is create this folder and make some pockets for it, just to add all of the ephemera that belong to one of the journals that I am done with. And I should be adding all kinds of ephemera that came with the digital kit. So we're going to decorate those and get them ready and fill this up. It was pretty difficult to contain myself and not to craft when I was not feeling well because I really wanted to be in here creating, but I couldn't. But I did manage to spend some time watching some videos, and I got inspired by Heather at Rosehill Paper Cottage. I love watching her videos, as so many other YouTubers that I follow. And I saw that she made a cute little booklet out of paper bag and some of these wallpapers that she had gotten from Ruby and Pearl. And so I decided that I wanted to do more or less the same, but using some of my vintage papers that I have from some of these Reader's Digest that I have purchased from Sacred Mementos. And I will link that below because I shop all of the vintage and antique items from them, and it's been, I think, maybe about 3 times or 4 times now that I've purchased. I haven't really purchased very much, but I did pretty much more or less what I needed on my creations, so I'm going to be using it and adding it on a lot of the items that I am going to be creating. So and here I was trying to just create something different from what I had seen in her video. She does have a talent on making these papers look very vintagey, even more like torn and worn. And so I'm trying my best to do the same, but I know it's going to be different, and that's okay. I just want more or less the similarity. I thought it was a very good idea to have a little booklet or a folder and add all of the ephemera in there so that whoever houses this beautiful journal can have so many choices for them to pick to decorate the pages. I did use all of the digitals ephemera that came with it, but I decorated them somewhat, and I did some of the pages, which you will see in the flip through on the next video. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you more or less what I use besides those vintage papers. These that you see right now are from Lydia. From her shop is called Raindroplila. And these are the peachy pink digitals that she just recently took out. I mean, these are just beautiful pastel, light, and just images that are very simple and just perfect for me to add into this journal. So I use some of these pages into my journal, but I also am using most of it here on this folder. I'm trying to age it as much as possible and create some kind of a collage in the front area using all types of textures. For example, this paper where I printed her digital is printed on linen, so it has a type of a like a wallpaper texture, which is really pretty, and it gives it a really beautiful view on the front of it. So you'll see how I will get this done at the end of the video, or throughout the video. You'll see, you will enjoy it. I hope you do. I added some vintage laces and doilies that I had bought from Secret Mementos as well, but these I believe I bought from Jean is her name, and she sells through Sacred Mementos YouTube channel. And so yeah, I just went nuts and I bought a whole bunch of those too. But for now, what I'm going to do is let you enjoy the video with some music in the background, and I shall be back soon. So here I really wanted to show you that I was adding some of those textures that I mentioned before. I was putting some of these laces, and I used different colors. So the one underneath the rose is like a gold, a shimmery gold, and then in between the peachy paper where the doily is, I added some of those doily polka dot ones. They're so cute. I had a few little pieces that I had cut out from my last project, so I added those in between there to show. And then of course one of my vintage doilies that I had purchased, and that's like a crochet doily. And then I added a silk ribbon right on the front of the cover so that it covered that little space that I had left over of the paper bag. And yes, we will see the paper bag on the edges, but not necessarily all over the place. I will be covering it just to make it pretty. And for these, you have to definitely use some type of glue that doesn't warp or that doesn't go through the material, like for the ribbon and all of that, because it will just ruin it and you can see it. So I am using the fabric tack, and that is like one of the best ones so far that I have used. I think I've seen someone on one of the YouTube channels that I was watching use it and mention that it doesn't warp the paper or anything like that, which is nice. I don't remember if it was Barbara from 49 Dragonflies, but I think it was her. But yeah, and that's what I've been doing. I'm just collaging everything and adding just some layers. And then I also used extra doily on top just to give it some dimension before I started adding anything else. And you will see in a moment what I do. I love the way this cover came out, and you'll see in a few minutes. But let me tell you guys, this what I'm creating or making is gonna be part of the journals, but it's gonna be outside of the journal. It's not gonna be inside. Originally, I had done some folders for the inside of the journals that I made with some 12 by 12 papers, and I have a video on that, on how I did that, and I'll link it below in case you missed it. Or if you're new and you haven't seen it, and I'll show you how I made a very simple folder that you can add into your signatures in your journals if you needed one. I'm also gonna be filming and uploading soon a video on how to create a journal, because I need to make one for my granddaughter for her birthday, which is coming up now at the end of June. And I want to be ready for her because I know she's been wanting a junk journal for a long time now, and because she was younger and did not know how to take care of it as well as I thought that she would. I figured I'll wait it until she was ready to have one, and guys, she is ready. She has been asking me for a journal every time she comes, like she's done in the past, where she wants it, constantly asking me if I am selling it, if I'm giving it to someone, because she wants it. And so this time around, I just I think she's ready for one. So definitely want to take you along with me to do that, and so that way you can see how I get them done. I believe this time around I am going to make it a little bit different. I think more of a layered style, and adding tons of pockets and flips and all, because I know that's what she wants. And then we'll see, but we'll go from there. Sometimes she comes around and she sits there with my Sizzix machine, and she cuts all kinds of die cuts and butterflies and flowers and things, just so that I am ready, so that I can use, because my hands sometimes give me a really difficult time for me to use it. It's because it's a manual machine, so you have to really give it some elbow grease, and push it around. So sometimes I can't even hold it right. And even she has a hard time because she's only 10 years old. So she has as much strength as, a child should be, but she does pretty well for herself, I must say. And I'm so, so grateful to have her around. Okay, so here I believe we should be coming soon into adding another doily, but I wasn't sure yet. I just wanted to give it some type of dimension, like a 3D look. And then I added some of these beautiful photos from Raindroplila as well. And I have a few. I printed a few of them. I have the bunnies. I have the ones that are like tulips, regular flowers. I don't know what the other flowers are called, but I just went crazy and I bought all the photos that she has. And there's still some more that I need to purchase. I have them all in my cart that I have yet to purchase later on. But yeah, I'm just trying to add some 3D dimension on here and use a few flowers and make it look all beautiful. And I don't know if I used the photos in the front. I don't think I did use photos on this one. I did use it in my second one, which I didn't video for you, but I will show you in a flip through when I am ready to show you the journal that goes with it. This one I did added an extra doily, and like I said, for dimension, and I used all of those die cuts of roses, and these roses are from Martyna at Teal and Tattered, and I will also link that below so that you guys can find it in her Etsy shop. They are so cute. I think I have printed that digital, wow, 5 times, if that, and cut out some of those flowers. I did a whole bunch of them, and I have them in a little box so that I can use them anytime I want. I love these in any journal. It doesn't matter what theme it is. And these journals are like a spring theme, spring summer kind of, like I did last year. But it's very light and airy and pretty and dainty and very girly, and I just love it. I just love it. I can't wait till you guys see. I did added a ton of vintage and antique papers in between the pages, just so that whoever purchased them can use them for collaging or decorating or even other projects if they need be, and just so that you have some of these as well and have some fun with them. I love them. I think I had a few of them from like a railroad, I think the place and whatnot. And yeah, some of them. Look how cute this is. So I didn't glue the whole doily because I wanted it to be a little bit loose, and I wanted it to be sticking out on the outside in the front area, like if it was a flap or something for closure, but it's not going to be used for closure. It's just going to be left that way. And here I'm adding some sari silk and one of these beautiful trims of leaves, and it has burlap on it. You'll see it there on the left. It's like a trim, and it's so cute, and I just thought that would be perfect to add on to that, and you'll see there in a minute how cute it is. Okay, so here we're gonna be adding a second pocket, and I was trying to distress it here with one of my craft knives as best as I could. I'm not good at doing exactly like she does, but I was trying my best to figure out a way that I can do it with a knife or something else. With my fingers, for some reason my nails kind of like it, they're pretty bad, so I can't really use my nails because they break in half right in the middle of them, so I didn't want to get my nails get stuck to the paper like that and make it bleed right when I'm working. So I decided to go ahead and use the craft knife. And now I'm just doing, for some reason I just felt like something was missing where the lace is, and I added this, and I'm not sure if I'm really happy with it, but I let it go because I said, you know, like I said, when I do this, I try to go with the flow, and however it feels, what it looks like, I'll leave it like that, and I learn from it. You know, I just give it a little bit of time just to see what it will turn out to be. So I went ahead and distressed it with some vintage photo distress ink, and then I just put it in those little empty spots that I had there because I just didn't know, that didn't look right. It wasn't even to begin with. It had two on one side, and then the other side was missing a big chunk of space the way you could see the lace. And when I was adding the pocket, it just didn't look right. And I know that I'm gonna fill them up and there's gonna be tags and things in there, but I just didn't feel like it looked pretty good. So I added that, which is one of those digitals from Lydia as well. But the background or the design on it, the image is not the design, but well, it's a design, but an image in it is like a crochet doily as well, which is fine. It matches with the front of it, but then this is the pocket, you see. So I wanted something, I don't know, I guess it's the just to be even. It had 3 of the book pages and then 2 of the of the digital. I don't know, I guess that's what it is, but it worked out anyways. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and decorate the second pocket, and you'll see. Just keep watching so you can see what I do. just saw a sneak peek of that finished journal. I should be having a flip through in the next video, and I also wanted to let you know that I truly appreciate you all watching my videos. Remember to upcycle anything that you have available in your home to create in your personal journals, and experiment with your glues as well, because the ones that work for me may not work for you. That has to do a lot with the climate where you live. Also, if you haven't seen it yet, I filmed a video creating a simple folder with 12 by 12 paperback collection, and I will link that video below if you haven't seen it yet. So don't limit yourself to create with specific papers, and use all of what you have available. So because you can use beautiful magazine pages, beautiful illustrations, or plain papers from books. I've used wrapping papers to make envelopes, cards, anything. I'll share that with you in another video. But you can pretty much upcycle anything. I think in the past I've even used coffee boxes, cereal boxes, besides the cereal boxes, all of the cookie boxes or anything that you have, and even the papers. Another person that inspires me very much with using anything that I have in the home is Natasha from Treasure Books. So if you haven't seen her videos, you should check out her channel. She is very inspiring. She always comes up with the coolest ideas, and I always say to myself, why didn't I think of that? So I'm sure when you see her videos, if you haven't yet, you will think the same, because she is amazing with the things that she comes up with. I've actually gotten a few ideas on what I really want to do with some of the items that I have collected, especially the new ephemera, or not ephemera, but the new vintage and antique papers that I showed you guys in one of my videos that I filmed, and I should link that below as well, so that you guys can see all of the things that I have purchased. And I am literally trying to come up with ideas to see what I can create with those as well, and I should be filming those too and uploading them for you guys to watch the process and maybe get some inspiration. Okay, so that's today's video, and I hope you enjoyed the process and I was able to give you some type of inspiration. So please let me know if it did give you any new ideas, or if you would like to see me doing anything else that you have in mind. I would be more than happy to experiment for you. So if you have any ideas that you haven't seen yet, and you would like for me to try for you to see how it turns out, I can show you how it is done, or how I do it, and what mistakes we need to fix and things like that. I don't mind doing that. I was also thinking of doing some videos on what to do. So for example, I would have a little box with some little papers of things that we could do. Like for example, I pick a piece of paper from in there, and it says that I have to use like a marker, or create something with letter stamps, or let me see, what's another one? I can grab another piece of paper here. You might not see it, but I do. Oh, this is sticker. Let me see. Or sticker, or a newspaper, or things like that. And I was thinking, if I do that on the channel and just come up with something on the fly, and maybe we can learn together, and maybe it can give you some ideas too, because what I might be thinking, you might not have that in your mind. You might have something else. So just trying to give you some inspiration, that's all. Also, don't forget to like this video and hit the notification bell and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. Remember that anything that you do on my channel, it affects the algorithm, and it will help my channel to grow. So I truly appreciate it if you do that, and thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.